Hey,
You.
hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey. How was that for you?
It was fabulous. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I was gentle with you.
Okay, next time.
No, not too H word.
Yeah, it was really relaxed. Really relaxed.
I think it's because my mother's to like close distance.
We're being good thems today.
Yes. All right, sweets. I love you so much.
Let me finish my undisclosed non-sponsored drink before I get out of here.
Cheers.
No waste. Oh, I just chugged the rest.
That's our sign off.
Not too H word now.
MeMeCherry presents a series of fortunate events. Fortunate events. Fortunate events. A series of fortunate events.
Hold it up. Here we are. Keep it
Keep
up.
your garter up.
Keep it up.
Is this how we're starting this show? By keeping our garters
Yeah,
up?
we're keeping them up.
But our guards are down.
Our guards are down. This will be a tell-all. You can ask me anything. But we'll see.
Look at that. We are already starting off
Open
with
book.
consent. Consent is sexy.
I love consent.
Well, what is this? Who are we? What's going on? Hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the latest episode of the series of Fortunate Events, a podcast. I'm brought to you by Quien? Who is it? Is it the Wizard of Oz?
Maybe. Is it?
It's MeMeCherry!
MeMeCherry!
Pew, 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 pew. I am joined today by dancer, artist, drag performer, mutable, powerful entity, saver of fans from the hands of future they thems, one of the sweetest people ever, and just such a cutie pie.
I love it.
It's Hannah, aka Hands.
Woo! Thank you. I love the intro.
Saver of fans from the hands.
I love a rhyme.
Hello.
You can make so many hands puns and
But it was literally.
it's rich.
You
It's rich.
literally saved my fan from the hands.
Oh my gosh,
of a
this is a
future
story.
They them.
Yes. Oh my God, the little future queer kid
Yes.
who really loved that Willem
Yes.
fan.
Oh, we caught a future they them
Mhm.
during the Oaklash pool party for
Yes.
the debrief.
Yes.
And I, because I was trying to make it all cute and queer, had set up our loungers with like towels and books. And
yes,
I
it was
put out
so
my
well
clacker
hosted.
fans.
Yeah,
right?
clack.
My clacker fans.
And there were some raunchy ones.
And so there were a couple of adult themed ones. One of them specifically Willem. Hi, Willem. I love you. And this future they, them, we noticed had the fan. So I very quickly, I noticed it. The mom notices it. We get it back from
Yeah.
him. Or they, them, future.
Yeah.
And then I go into the apartment, letting people into the bathroom. I come back out to the pool, and sweet Hands suddenly looks at me. He's like, "Does that kid have your fan in the pool?"
Yes.
And the kid is in the pool, just clacking away at the fan. I'm like, no, it's a wooden cloth fan.
Yeah.
So I get it at the pool. Why did we catch him 4 more times trying to steal it?
Honestly, I felt kind of bad for even mentioning it to you though, because I was sort of loving that child living their best
moment.
life and exploring. And I was like, yes, kid. I was kind of like, what? But maybe not in the chlorine, because I know those fans were
Yes.
precious. And
Yes.
but I feel like it's moments like that children, it's like they get a little window in, and who knows?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
become a fabulous queen one day.
Yeah, they were fascinated with
Yeah.
all
They
of
love the
us.
fans. Yeah.
Yeah, all the glitter, all the
Mhm.
color.
We really brought the energy to the Sunday afternoon in the pool.
in the undisclosed location.
The secret pool.
Which we're coming to you today from the Lair secret Catwoman
Undisclosed secret.
undisclosed
Yes.
secret location.
Yes. I feel special that I'm not like everybody else. I'm in a different place.
Yes.
I'm not like them. I'm different.
She's not like other moms. She's a cool mom.
I'm a cool mom.
Speaking of moms, let's talk about drag. Let's talk about your drag family. Let's talk about things.
Yeah.
Why drag?
Oh my gosh.
Talk to me.
There's a lot of reasons why drag. I come to it from being a performer all my life, from dancing mostly, but drag specifically, I feel like the why honestly comes down to men.
Oh.
Men.
Pew, pew, pew. Trend alert. Okay, talk to
Yes.
me.
I
I was not expecting this answer.
I'm a good left turner. I mean, I'm fascinated by masculinity.
Yeah.
I have a very complex love-hate relationship with men.
Same.
And I think men and masculinity are absurd
Pew, pew,
and
pew, pew, pew.
worth dragging.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of my experiences with men in my past, and also specifically like music from the early aughts by men that I was raised on, that really reinforced this energy of like, woe is me, women have ruined my life because I've loved them so much. It's like this this term that Dusty, my partner, and I have come to. It's like weaponized affection.
Oh, okay.
That I just spent a lot of time thinking about, and felt like drag was a perfect place to get those feelings out and to just like be the man that I both love and I hate.
You used the perfect word, because if I was going to be pulling 3 words out of the air to describe your drag estilo, absurd
Yes.
is which I love.
Very that.
I love.
Yeah.
That's my vibe.
Yeah. And I think, okay, so have you seen the Barbie movie?
Yes.
Little shameless plug for Barbie. Everyone's talking about
Yeah,
it.
I'm taking my mom tomorrow.
Ken is my ideal drag king.
Yes.
Ken was my favorite part of the movie
Yes.
because that character took masculinity, reduced it, like boiled it down to its most just like essential, some of its most absurd essential qualities,
Yes.
and then exploded it. So
Yes.
like getting really specific about like, this is something that men do that's ridiculous, and then making that your entire personality,
Yes.
I think is fantastic drag king-ery.
Yes.
And that's the kind of drag king-ery that I want to do.
Drag King-ery.
Drag king-ery. Heard it here first.
Yes.
But yeah, like that's the like conceptual why. Like I've and also like I'm on my own gender journey, and like
Sure.
I've leaned into androgyny and masculinity a lot, and drag is just like very gender affirming. It just feels so good
Yes.
to like walk in the club with a beard and like be the man that I have inside of me.
Yeah.
I've been a little boy my whole life.
Yeah.
So now I'm growing up into being a wild man.
Come on, daddy.
Yeah. And I'm surrounded by men. Like I just spend a lot of time thinking about men and masculinity. And so drag is a nice place for me to like just bring those thoughts into like a fun and ridiculous and absurd place. And the community is fab. And I mean, there's a lot of reasons why the community is fab. My favorite people I've ever met are doing drag, and I love to be the star. I love it when people scream and applaud. It feeds my
Yes.
ego.
You have amazing stage presence.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time on a stage, like from a child. I was dancing since I was like 4 years old, and in plays and doing all the thing, speaking on stage. I love attention.
Tell me about your dance journey.
My dance journey. I mean, wow. Oof.
Yeah.
How much time do we have on this podcast?
Marathon style.
Forever. I mean, I've been dancing since I was a really little kid. My parents have this story of like offering to put me in dance classes, and I was like, why do I need to take classes? I'm already a dancer. And
I should be teaching.
yeah, I was like, done. I was 5 years old, and I like
Start
quit.
my school, mommy.
Yeah, I quit tap because I was like, it's so easy. But like, I wish I had stayed in tap dance because I really wish I was a tap dancer. But
That was me with the violin. I wish I would have stuck to violin.
yeah, because if you had like just pushed through the boring stuff,
Yeah.
it gets
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
But at
When I see
4,
people
yeah.
doing like Jay-Z songs to the violin,
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I have those teachers?
You have to learn your scales and do. I mean, that's the myth that you have to do all the boring stuff, and then
Yeah.
you can make it your own. But
Yeah.
I did mostly like jazz and African dance and a little ballet as a
Okay.
child, and then I mean, it was my whole identity.
Oh.
Honestly, girl, like I was
Dancer.
like I was the dancer girl. I was like the captain of dance production.
Always at full
Yes.
point and flex. And
Yeah, and just like
very aware of your body.
yeah, and finding a lot of my community in that space. And I was a dance major in college. I did modern
Oh.
dance, and then I moved back home to Oakland after going to school and doing the whole professional dance. Let me be a choreographer, an art maker, a dancer. Worked in dance theaters. I worked at Counterpulse with
yes.
great Mama.
Yes.
Mama Celeste and Destroy Her, my family. But yeah, the dance journey is a forever one and a long one, and one that I will never fully leave. But I'm currently like so excited to have found drag, partially because I was feeling a little stale in my dance journey, and I was feeling like so many of the layers of like conditioning of like an identity around like I am a dancer and being so attached to that were starting to become more harmful than helpful, and I needed to like shake loose of it a little bit. And I still love it, but I'm like, my new girlfriend is drag.
Yeah.
And I love her more right now.
Yes. Would you consider yourself a drag king, a drag performer? Because it seems like some of your birth, right, was not necessarily not so king coded.
I was in a dress for sure. Yeah. But as part of Hands and like the personality and the world of Hands that I imagine, I am believer in binaries. Okay. And I am a king.
Okay. Come on. Say it with your full chest.
Hands is a full man.
I know that's
he, him,
right.
Nothing else. Full king. You see me in a dress, I'm still a king.
And I just kegeled. So tell me about your parental unit relationship. How did your mama become
Which
your
one?
mama?
I have two mamas.
And both your mamas, actually.
I have lesbian mothers.
Because I love both of them so much. And they're if you're playing the drinking game, stay hydrated.
I know. I hear both of their names on your pod all the time. And I'm like, yes, I'm so proud.
Tell the kids about your illustrious family. You're part of the illustrious constellation of stars.
I know. I don't know how that happened. I came into drag, honestly, like, I think my greatest strength and maybe also a little bit of a downfall was I was so naive, not in the drag world at all. Never watched a day of Drag Race in my life, just like came into drag. And then, I mean, obviously now I am binging that show. I'm doing the quick learning and all the history. Of course. But I had no idea that Mama Celeste nor Florida Man, my two mothers, were so illustrious. And then I like didn't know who they were. And then I'm realizing, I'm like, oh damn, I have some nice moms. But yeah, Mama Celeste is number one, the first mom, and we worked together at Counterpulse along with Destroy Her, who was on your pod last week.
Yes.
And
so that was the insemination.
That's how we met. And it's funny, they came in after years of obviously doing drag, and Oaklash was a big part of their interview process. They talked about their leadership role there, and so we knew that they were doing a lot of stuff and organizing, and I hadn't actually seen them perform because they started during the pandemic, and I hadn't like known them as a queen, but I knew their work. And me and Destroyer at the time were both sort of like having the seeds in our head of like knowing that we both wanted to do drag. Destroyer was a little farther on and had been like playing with makeup and all that stuff, and I pulled Destroyer aside one day and was like, I have a plan, a dream, a manifestation.
Yes.
It's like, one day you and I are going to do drag, and we're going to make Mama be our drag mother, whether she likes it or not. And that's exactly how it happened. We started before she like adopted us. She put us in drag for the first time. It's very traditional, but we like got our own gigs and started performing. And then once we had both had a couple gigs, then actually, no, it was my debut. Mama saw my debut and was like, okay, you can be my child now. And I was like, I know it. I made it happen. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because my debut, it's going to be very Sleeping Beauty in terms of having like the fairy godmothers.
I've been listening to the pod and I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's still, the production is still coming together. A couple of my fairies, unfortunately, are not available the day that it finally all kind of landed. So I need a makeup fairy and I need a hair fairy still. But we're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
October 7th.
Ooh, we have a date.
Fluid fight. Pew, pew, pew,
pew, pew, pew, pew. It's an official date reveal.
I didn't realize that I locked it in the day that I was recording with Mama,
I had not heard this date yet, and I have been listening.
Exclusive.
October 7th.
So October 7th, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Fluid 510.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna have a cute little Kiki, a little drag, a little Poddington, a little music. Charles will be my DJ. Ooh. I'm so excited.
That'll be great.
Yes. Kai B. Michaels is helping me produce the show.
I'm so excited. I'll be there. What day of the week is the 7th?
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday. Oh, prime time. You got a
Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, but that's great.
It's like the kickoff.
It's like a great day, but like a low pressure time. Just like
yeah. Post brunch before the party.
Yeah. Great.
I'm so excited. So yes, if you want to send a hair fairy my way or send a makeup fairy my way, I have a few words out, but I'm taking all the recommendations I can get.
And I mean, maybe your hair fairy could even if they're not available the day of, because they could just do the wig and then but it'd be nice to have all the fairies there doing the zhuzhing and helping you get in.
Yeah. And again, that's the thing. If I have to just buy the wig and the fairy's not there, that'll be my last resort, because I have my eye on it. I was hoping to just have the fairy come hand me the wig. So worst case scenario. Amazing case scenario. I get an amazing wig from a person that just can't be there at that time. But I have the vision. You got a little preview.
I know. I won't share any details.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize like how much I liked you, because I'm just letting you into all of my crevices.
We've been chatting.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, you want to see a preview?
Like, yes, please. I mean, I love to ideate. I love to hear people's like early ideas and be like, yes, oh my God, what about this? Like the storytelling and the whole thing. That's my favorite part.
Well, because again, if we're going to use a word to describe your style, absurd. And if there's anything to describe what I'm doing, absurd.
Yes. Like, and also like my other drag mother who I did not talk about, Florida Man, who is absurd. Absurdity. And like,
that's why, again, who do you think I got all this shit from?
Yes. Oh my God. If she were here, maybe she could come and do part of your thing, and she'd be a great fairy
one of these days.
But yeah, Florida Man was the added on after we like just met through actually like Instagram, or like I saw them and I'm like, my drag seems, the things that I want to do in drag look a lot like what you've been doing, and like slid into her DMs, went over for her house for dinner, and like from then on we were like annoyingly inseparable, like just like both Geminis, and just like talking have so much to say to each other, immediately just like hooked each other in. We're like, you're gonna be my friend now forever. So love her so much.
Bestie from another testy.
Yes.
So I know that you are a bebe in the scene, but I still would like to get in your semi-cunty opinion. What do you think of the current state of drag?
In my tiny cunty opinion, my baby cunty opinion, the state of the union of drag in general in the Bay Area.
Whatever you take from that question.
All right. I'm trying to decide how cunty of an opinion to give.
Teeny tiny cunty opinion.
Just a small one. No, I think, I come into this being very aware of my babiness and my naiveness. I am incredibly humble as it comes to drag, because there's so much history that I'm just like, I'm a student of drag at the moment. I'm just trying to eat it all up. It's like a new love, very much honeymoon phase still. But I couldn't feel luckier than to be in the Bay Area and gathering like just the energy of the Bay Area scene. Everyone is so welcoming. There's so many different ways you can do drag in the Bay Area, and people are psyched about them all. I know it's like the whole valid drag thing, which
hi Militia.
I have opinions about that. I mean, like, I think it's so important that there is a community where there is valid drag and everybody is getting what they need to get out of their practice. And like, as long as people are on stage and they're living and they are happy to be there and they're like doing something that scratches whatever type of itch that they have, like, I'm in for it. I also agree with the like, just because it's valid doesn't mean it's good.
Yes.
But not all drag has to be good.
No, you got to cut your teeth somehow.
Yeah, and good is subjective.
Yes.
And I do not like all the drag that I see on the stage.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I have to like it.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see everyone around.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's
I mean, you go to the museum, you're not going to like every painting.
Of course not. And I shouldn't. And like, it would be weird if you did.
Yeah.
It would be very weird.
Fucking pick me.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. I have an opinion. And there's also like a thriving community of kings. Like, I'm so inspired by.
Perfect. That was going to be my next question. Is how you feel about taking up space as a king.
Yeah.
In this community.
I love drag kings. And I think that drag kings, Okay, here's the cunty opinion. Here's my tea.
In her teeny tiny teeny tiny
Here
teeny
it
tiny
is.
teeny tiny
We
opinion.
live in a broad system, a broad society that sells femininity,
Yes.
consumes, capitalizes on, and sells women and femininity mostly to the benefit of men.
Of course.
Men have the money in their pockets. Women are being sold. Like that is sort of a larger system that we live within. And drag is not outside of that system.
Yes.
Drag participates in that.
Yes.
And I will say that the Bay Area system is very queer, and there are people doing like everything in between the binary of gender.
Thankfully.
You know, doing it all, and I love to see it.
Yeah.
But I think that drag kings like fuck that up. Sorry, can I?
Fuck cunt shit.
Yeah,
We're
great.
past the 10
Okay,
minutes.
cool. I was like,
And
oh
if
god.
not, if not, you heard a quack.
Yeah.
So
quack that up.
Yeah, let's quack that up.
Quack that up. Because
these
like,
quacking queens.
they're not selling femininity, but they're coming into spaces that do, and sort of just like, I think all drag is radical, but
Yes.
drag king is radical in a different way. Just like AFAB drag queen is radical in a different way. There's an edge on that I love.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful for the kings who have come before me in this scene, like Rebel Kings of Oakland, Vera, like all these kings who have been around much longer than me that I know have had a much harder time being recognized in spaces. Because for me as a baby king, I mean, I'm not trying to put myself in a whole lot of spaces like that I don't feel welcome in, but like there are clearly already like pockets that were just available to me where kings are celebrated.
Yeah.
And the Bay Area wants to see more of it. And I think kings have a really awesome opportunity to be doing a lot of like kind of social commentary drag, which they are doing. And it's fab.
I love
It's
it.
fab. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. As somebody who lives in a female body, definitely presents female, lives female, being in queer spaces for a long time, there's been many a time that I didn't feel welcome. There was many like blocks in the Castro that it was just kind of like, you know, again, unless there was a drag show, like you kind of like, what the fuck are you doing here? Was
and like
the
I just
vibe.
like never go to the Castro, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like one of those
I
things
haven't
where
been
it's
in
like,
a long time.
I can like miss out on some spaces. Like if a space doesn't want me,
Yeah.
I can miss out on it, and I'm okay with that. But I do have so much respect and gratitude for the people who are like, you know, at the tip of the ship, kind of like making spaces. Because if there's no spaces and no spaces want you, then you're out of luck. And that's, I feel like, not the state of Bay Area drag for kings at the moment, in my experience. I'm not going to speak for anyone else.
Yeah, and I feel like the East Bay is very special like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot out here that is just very inclusive. I mean, and not just kings, you know, disabled people.
Absolutely.
POC of all range, trans people. It's just, there's something very magical that's happening right now.
Yeah.
That feels organically and authentically inclusive.
Yeah.
Because the LGBTQI plus idea has been kind of like going around for a long time, but there's been a lot of kind of like subdivision and like clickiness.
Yeah.
I felt like for a long time in the queer scene in the Bay Area. And then I want to say kind of like around the time that Oaklash started.
Yeah.
To me, there's part of that convergence of like that safe space-ness of it all kind of being born.
Yeah. And I think it's part of the concept of like the we keep us safe thing, where it's like the people who are the marginalized of the marginalized end up needing to make their own spaces. And then eventually more people continue to gravitate towards those spaces get bigger, and the people who are holding power see like, oh wait, those are the spaces that everyone's trying to be at now. Not like my old crusty ass space, you know? So it's like it's a shift. It takes time, but it's like you gotta make your own corner.
Yes.
And then it explodes.
Yes. Well, speaking of Oaklash, if you're drinking, stay hydrated. That's where we met.
Yes, it is.
It was so funny because it was the end of the marathon. I'm like borderline delirious at that point.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the one that's kind of just bubbly and sunshiny. Everybody kept telling me like, oh, you're so bubbly and sunshiny. But you came in so just ready to get down, ready to get it done, with such a smile on your face and just like such a great attitude. And it just helped me get across the finish line.
Oh, I'm glad. I was the what's it called? Like I was on the bench, and then I was the fresh legs.
Yes.
Because I had another commitment. I was in a dance show for the Friday and Saturday, and I wasn't involved in like a lot of the intense administrative prep and planning.
Yeah.
And Mama knows me well and trusts me to just like jump in and do a stage manage like very easily because I've done a lot of that in the dance world. And so I was not tired at all.
Yeah.
I just jumped in, and I was glad to be able to like just bring us home. And Fairyland was so fun.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I can't wait for the Oakland Pride
Fairyland
pop-up.
September 9th.
Yes.
Fairyland Pride /Oaklash.
Look at that. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
6 p.m.
I believe that sounds
It's like a 6 to 10
right.
or a 7 to 10 Fairyland Pride. There's going to be 3 performances, 7, 8, and 9 come through.
Yes. Well, before we go into our cute little commercial break and we pirouette in the corner together during our commercial break.
Can you do a triple?
I wish. Tell me about Destroy Her's residency and how you're working alongside them for that piece.
That is also the same one of the days as the Fairy Proud event. That's September 7th, 8th, 9th, and then the following weekend.
Yes.
Which I don't remember the dates right now. But Destroyer is making a 30-minute dance and sort of VR work premiering at Counterpulse as part of the residency that they have, the ARC Combustible residency. And I am not performing in it, but I'm doing one of my favorite things, which is if anyone wants to hire me to do this, you can, which is dramaturgy.
Yes.
Which can look like a lot of different things. A lot of times that means it's like doing research and helping like bring in context for a piece. But really the skills that I'm bringing is all of my experience just making group collaborative dance work and making structures for performance, not necessarily like 5, 6, 7, 8 choreography, but like limitations and rules and helping watch something and bring it in tighter so that the performance is achieving the intention of the maker.
It sounds like you're project managing it.
Kind of. So I'm just going to rehearsals and I get to watch and make suggestions. I kind of play like I'm a director, but always with Destroyer's desires and images in mind. So it's not my work at all, but I'm just here to sort of like hold the floor and help Destroyer think about ways to build and structure in the piece to achieve their vision.
Beautiful.
So I'll be there on opening and closing night in the audience. And yeah, I just love Destroyer is my drag sister and also my drag wife.
Yeah.
We've decided we love each other very much, and I just want to be involved with whatever they're doing. And I know I don't care about VR that much, to be honest. It's kind of weird. It makes me nauseous.
Yeah.
But there's some sickening imagery and it's a lot of really cool tech.
And the passion behind it is just something else.
Yeah. And Destroyer is such a nerd about it and like is so into it. I'm just like, if you're into it, I'm into it. Like I will.
I'm not going to yuck your yum.
Yeah. No, all I love is the things that people that I love.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So. Oh, well, we love that.
Yay.
Okay, well, enjoy this cute little commercial break.
We're gonna be dancing.
Look at that.
That was a nice live sound.
Just in time. High five.
So cute.
In my crumble opinion. Hi, I'm Phoebe Cakes, and you're tuning in to In My Crumble Opinion. Hello, my little crumb whores. Hi, my little crumb dumpsters. Hello, my little crumb guzzlers. Welcome, my little crumb dumpsters. Hello, my little crumb guzzlers. Hello, my little crumb hungry sub-pigs. Hello, my little crumb buckets. Hello, my little cum lovers. Oh my god, I said cum lovers. Hello, my little crumb lovers. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on all social media platforms.
Oh my god, that was so gay.
Yeah, that was gay. Once again, I am Phoebe Cakes. In my crumble opinion.
Hot boys. Yum. Everything's hot. Everything's hot.
Thank you for that sweet little pirouette lesson that you gave me.
You're very welcome.
Did you like
your
how
form
I
is
pointed?
impeccable.
Many pointed.
Many
points.
all the points.
All the
Yeah.
points.
9 points.
Yes. So before we get into our fun little games, really quick, I have for you questions from Internetlandia.
Yes, I thought nobody would ask any questions. I love anonymous questions, or not anonymous, but whatever.
You get to guess who they're from.
Ooh, fun.
First up, who's your mama?
I have 2 wonderful lesbian mamas. Is it Mama Celeste? Mama Celeste is my mama, but Florida man, never forgetting about her.
I think we're playing along just nicely.
Yeah.
What does somatic mean?
This is a question from Mama Celeste. Somatic is the experience of the body also through the mind. I'll just leave it there. That's maybe not the actual definition, but you can look it up. It's anything to do with our somos.
Okay.
Soma.
Do you ever see the Milky Way?
Girl, do you want to know the tea behind this question? This is a tell-all. Mama Celeste and Destroy Her tried to gaslight me when we were camping together into seeing the Milky Way. There wasn't the Milky Way, and they were looking up at the dark sky with just like regular stars, and we're like, both of them were like, that's the Milky Way. Yeah, that's the 2 of them were like, yes. And mind you, I was the only one on anything. They were sober, and I was like, y'all, I have seen the Milky Way before. That's not the. And they were like, no, it's like the sky just gets a little bit deeper. And where it gets deeper, that's the Milky Way.
That's the Milky Way.
And I was so pissed because then I went on a camping trip like a couple weeks later and I was looking at the Milky Way and I was like, what the
This isn't what we were looking at.
Yeah. So yes, I have seen the Milky Way. Have you? That's how I feel.
And last but not least, questions from Internetlandia. Why hands?
Is this also from Mama? Did Mama just ask all 3 questions? That's what I did. All 3 of the questions to Mama were from me. So we're just having a very mediated conversation.
I'll put it to you like this. 2 of them are from Mama.
Oh, ooh. Why hands? That's a great question. There's many reasons. I could talk forever about hands. But I had a long list of drag names before I started drag, like most baby drag peoples. And ultimately hands is just the one that like landed and felt right. Partially because I knew people would be talking to me and calling me that, and it sounds very close to my given name.
Yes.
And people call me Han, and I just like hands. But also, hands are a major theme in my work. I'm a dancer first, and like the body is my god, and hands are like the very edge of the way that we impact the world. Like I am a material girl, as in like made of material.
Yes.
Like I am very much, I live in my body.
Yes.
And the hands are the place in our body that we like live in the world and we like impact the land and those around us. And I feel like that's also a very like masculine like idea of like I touch things, I build things, I make things,
I break things.
Yeah. So it's like simultaneously hands feels like very masculine, but also like very gay. And like hands are also like
is he?
Yeah. And like hands are secretly the like best sex organ on the body.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here. Probably not first.
It has its own language.
Mm-hmm. Hands can speak. Hands are like, when you look at a person, you want to feel their face and their hands, and that's how you know how they feel. And I just love hands. Yeah. I watch people's hands all the time. I do a lot of things with my hands.
Nice. I like it. Well, speaking of hands, we have some new games for you. Pew, 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 pew. And both of these games are body parts related.
Yes, I love body parts.
Body parts.
Let's talk about the body.
First up on our games today, we're going to give you famous body parts high-low. I'm going to tell you the name of 2 people who have insured body parts. You're going to tell me who has the high and who is the low.
Like in amount of money.
No, just who. You don't have to give me the number, but just who's going to be up and who's going to be down.
In terms of like their insurance on their body parts. Like I want to know like who.
So here, let's.
Oh my god! I'm so excited. This is bizarre. I love it.
I love thinking about outside the box. So we have Mariah Carey's famously insured legs.
Oh my god.
And David Beckham's legs, feet, and toes.
So I say one for high, one for low.
Who's insured for higher and who's insured? Obviously, that one would be the lowest. So it's like
I'm gonna say David Beckham is high.
David Beckham has the higher insured body parts.
I mean, he's a soccer player, and I feel like FIFA has power. I know Mariah. I mean, I love Mariah, but like,
we're starting out a little.
Oh my god, I love losing.
Mariah Carey's legs.
No way.
Losing is the new winning. $1 billion reportedly for Mariah Carey's legs, and David Beckham's legs, feet, and toes. A mere paltry $195 million.
No way. Okay, I'm gonna learn a lot. I did not know that body parts could be insured.
Yeah.
So all of this is gonna be new information, and I'm so excited. That is what is Mariah doing with her legs that needs to be insured for? Like if she breaks a leg, someone breaks her leg, they have to pay him.
You know what it was? I think she had like a razor campaign a while ago.
Oh, like for smooth skin?
But like, like the razors.
Okay, but I'm sorry, but out of all the pop divas to have short legs, this girl don't be doing that.
I know.
Have you seen those videos of her doing the bare minimum, just standing there and her dancers like carrying her around?
That's why it's funny.
Like Shakira, Beyonce, these dancing divas.
If I remember correctly, I think it had something to do with that like chic campaign.
Wow.
And something about that campaign is like why she first insured her
well,
legs.
work. Good for her. I'm
if
glad
I remember
that she did
correctly,
that.
I have this weird stoner brain that like randomly remembers random shit that's like deep in my crevice. And for some reason, that's the correlation that I have in my brain, that she had some kind of chic campaign, chic as in the razors.
Yeah.
And that was why, because it was like the splashy headline.
Totally.
Insured. And then when you read the article,
Yeah.
like that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, next up
Oh my
on
God.
Famous Body Parts, high-low, we have Cristiano Ronaldo's legs and Julia Roberts' smile.
They're both insured.
Insured. Allegedly, maybe, reportedly.
I'm just gonna go with Julia Roberts' smile as high because I was wrong about the other. Oh, you're giving it. No, I'm Cristiano Ronaldo's legs.
Good job!
You really want me to win? I'm okay with losing every part of this game.
Did I give it away in my
You were
face?
like, no, you're wrong, and I'm like, oh.
No, I think that was just me remembering that I had a trainer that used to tell me that I looked like Julia Roberts when I would smile. That's what it was. I wasn't giving away the
she has a beautiful
game.
smile. I love Julia Roberts.
But you were right by saying Cristiano Ronaldo. So Cristiano Ronaldo's legs, $144 million. Julia Roberts' smile, a paltry, pennies on the dollar, $30 million.
Wow. That is wild to me. And I'm assuming both Beckham and Ronaldo, like their legs are insured because they are soccer players.
Yeah.
They are using work.
But again, I think it's what makes you money.
It would make it's your money making. It's
your
like when
money maker.
actors be like, "Oh, I can't get in a fight because this is my
money
money maker."
Exactly.
And it's like, "No, you just a little bit." Sorry.
Next up on Famous Body Parts, high-low, we have J-Lo's, Jennifer Lopez's booty. Or if you're a Swiftie, Taylor Swift's legs.
I also feel like I want to know the year that these insurance policies are taken out. Like I feel like that.
Are they in Florida?
Yeah. Where are they? I'm just gonna go J-Lo's booty.
Okay. J-Lo's booty, $27 million.
I'm wrong again.
Taylor Swift's legs, $40 million.
Oh, I should have known that white woman did that. Damn.
Always
I'm
go
just
for the
choosing
white
my
woman.
favorites.
Okay, next up, Famous Body Parts, high-low. We have Daniel Craig, 007.
Okay.
Queer-coded icon.
Yes.
Body, oddy.
Like his whole body.
I mean, have you seen it?
Oh.
Arr. Or Bruce Springsteen's vocal cords.
Oh.
And this range is not as...
This is close.
This is relatively close.
I feel like,
For millions of dollars, I'll give you that.
Okay. I'm going to go with Bruce Springsteen's vocal cords as the high for this one.
Losing is the new
Damn.
winning. Daniel Craig's body, oddy, $9.5 million. Bruce Springsteen's vocal cords, $6 million.
Wow. It's because I'm a person of the people. I just like the ones who have a little
You're a
less
humble
money.
king.
I don't think we should have that much money on insurance plans for our bodies. It's just absurd.
Last up on our Famous Body Parts, high-low. We have Gene Simmons' tongue.
Oh.
And David Lee Roth's sperm.
No way.
Reportedly, allegedly.
Y'all, I'm gonna look into this later. This is wild. It's like legacy. I'm gonna go tongue.
You know what? This was a trick one. They're both insured for $1 million.
Wow. You learn something new every day. Wow. I had no idea you could do that. All I thought about people like
I knew Mariah Carey's legs. Like that was that's been like one of those kind of like urban legends that are real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
This makes me think about when people are like, well, my hands are registered weapons. You know, because they're like have like a black belt, in something, and then they have to like, and like, okay, my hands could be registered weapons. I don't know about that. I don't know. That's not a good one. No, never mind. That's violent. I'll bring it back.
That was not very H word.
No, I don't mean that.
Okay. Next up on our body part themed games. This is just a quick little speed round. I'm going to tell you, these, again, allegedly are preserved body parts, famous preserved body parts. So allegedly somewhere in the world, some museum or somebody's collection has, I'm going to give you the name of the person. You're going to tell me the body part.
Okay.
So Beethoven's blank is preserved somewhere in the world.
I feel like it's either brain or hands.
Skull.
Yeah.
How about Buddha?
Buddha, like the Buddha's body is preserved. Is it like a mummy? Like the entire?
It's a body part.
It's a body part for sure.
And these are all body parts.
Heart.
It would be his tooth.
Tooth.
And I guess somewhere you can go see Buddha's tooth.
Oh.
What do we think?
Are you sure it's not a mountain?
Allegedly, Buddha's tooth is.
That sounds like the name of a rock. There's Buddha's tooth.
I was doing like the listicle of like famous body parts, and so this was like on the listicle of preserved body parts.
It, yes.
Allegedly, I don't know. It's the internet.
Yeah.
Don't quote me. Quote the internet. What about Albert Einstein?
Nose.
His brain.
Oh, his brain. Yeah. It would be cool if it was just his nose, though.
Yeah. This is going to be closer to your arena. What do we think about Galileo?
Hands.
His middle finger.
Wow,
middle finger.
Fuck the stars.
And last but not least, good old Napoleon. What do we think has been preserved?
His penis.
Ah, you got it!
Finally, I win one thing. It's the penis.
That tracks. That's what you would get right.
That vibe of a guy, the one with the small dick complex, very hands.
Who cries when the woman doesn't want him?
Yeah. Oh my God. That's hands.
Last up on our games.
I get 3 games.
Yeah, because you said you liked this one, so I made it one last little speed round for you. Cool. We're going to do a quick word association.
I love it.
I'm going to tell you a name or an event or a thing. Well, not event. Organization. Okay, cool. Whatever. Stop it.
Can I just do one-word answers?
You can do it as
okay.
What you
I like just one-word answers. Then you just limit yourself. Just
okay. Beep, 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 beep. Destroy her.
Wife.
Mama Celeste.
Mother.
Phoebe Cakes.
Top.
Florida Man.
Lex Salamandra.
Cake Hole.
Gilman Brewing.
Mary Vice.
Pillows.
Oaklash.
Oakland, California.
Counterpulse.
Somatics.
You survived! How was that for you?
That was wonderful. I love a quick one-word speed round.
Yeah, if today was a little wham bam, thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's great.
It's blame my mother.
Yeah.
Being in town, how dare she want my attention and my time?
Mothers. Families first.
You know mothers.
Yeah. Oh, I know mothers.
I love your mothers.
Yes, they're fabulous.
Well, before I go back to my parental unit and spend time with my Maja, please, pretty please, I'm begging you tell the listening audience where they can find you.
Where can you find me? You can find me on Instagram at manyhands_light_work.
I love that name, by the way.
Yeah, work spelled with an E.
Work.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love that name too. I changed it like shortly before starting drag because my first name was like the one that I made in 2012, and that was weird. But I like it because Hands is an individualistic character, but Hannah really deeply believes in many hands, light work, and like collective action.
Yes, that's what I love about that.
So it's like, yeah, but my name is not Many Hands. Don't call me that.
Yeah,
it's just Hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's it feels like maybe like your motto.
Yeah, it's a belief.
Yes.
Yeah,
belief system.
It's very much a value, and it's my Instagram name, and that's pretty much it. I'm not really on all the other social medias. You can write me a letter. You can DM me, and if I feel like it, I'll let you know where you can send a letter.
Smoke signals?
Yeah, you can use Morse code.
Yeah. Beep, 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 beep,
I tried to learn that for a second and then didn't.
Okay.
A
pigeon?
Yeah, a pigeon.
Carry a pigeon?
Yeah, and just I love talking to people. I love being you can if you have more questions, keep asking me questions. I could talk forever.
I think you're going to be, I suspect, you threatened.
I threatened.
You threatened a one-time visit on Instagram today. This might be the only time.
Oh, yeah.
But I think you were just trying to drum up attention.
I just wanted people to ask me questions. I was like, now or never. I like urgency. Urgency is important.
No, a call to action. Urgency.
Yeah, call to action.
I mean, it's marketing
Do it now.
101. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I smell, a little birdie tells me that you might be a returning guest.
Well, I'd love to be back.
Yeah.
I'd love to chat.
We'll talk some more.
Yeah.
We'll hang out.
Fantastic.
I just want an excuse to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Okay, if you are watching the YouTube, please hit like, leave a comment, tell us how cute we are. Tell us what you think should be our preserved body parts in a museum someday.
Which is your favorite. Or your least favorite, maybe, because I think the body should turn to dust. I don't know about preservation, but
yeah,
I'd love to hear from you.
Burn the shit out of me. Or eat me like in Yellow Jackets.
Ooh.
Hey, if you need to survive, feel free to eat me, baby.
Yeah, I'd be fine with being eaten.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, for the good of I think all things are cyclical.
Yes.
As long as I'm like definitely dead.
Please.
And as long as you're not like killing me to do that. But if I'm already
Okay. I must be already dead.
Yes. These are my conditions.
Please triple
my boundaries.
check.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake up while you're slicing into my thigh.
Yeah. Me neither.
And please make sure to, God damn it, use some fucking seasoning. If you are around a friend's computer, go to their Apple Podcast, subscribe to the podcast. They're going to thank you later. They're going to be like, what is this? Speaking of Apple Podcasts, I'm trying to be a better influencer and a better podcaster. Go to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review. Go to Spotify, leave a review. Anywhere that you can leave a review, please help. It's the free thing that you can do to help this glittery pirate ship radio stay afloat, stay flying, stay leaving glittery trails of love and joy behind it.
Yes. Inspiring the children.
Yes,
the community.
And these time capsules that I'm so honored to capture. It really is.
It's really valuable. When you first told me about your pod, I know you're trying to close out, but I have more to say.
I still have 7 minutes on the clock.
Fab. I like went back and was like listening to old stuff.
Did you do the deep dive?
I did, and mostly to like people I recognized and stuff. But as a baby drag king and just a baby in this community in general and a student of drag, like this one Crumble Opinion, just like local content is so valuable because I'm learning the tea. I'm like I'm understanding who's who and who's been doing what, and everyone's always telling stories about their drag past and their beginning. It's like I want to know all of that, and so I'm really I eat it all up.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to pick your brain for like a best of, like what bubbles up to you is like if you were gonna be sharing the pod with somebody else, which ones would you share. That'd be a fun little
I'll think
journey to go.
about it.
Yeah,
I need to
start
think.
to think about it.
Yeah, I will.
Send them my way. Okay, live show.
October 7th,
Fluid 510.
4 to 6 p.m.
Yes, don't you want to come see me do my drag debut?
You sure do.
I still will be an orphan. I won't have a parent after the end of that night, but hopefully somebody will want to adopt me after the end of that night.
I'm sure.
I'm trying so hard to not give away the beauty and the magic and the absurdity behind the piece. So you have to come. Please watch it live if you can. If not, you'll see it someday at some point, but capture it live. It's going to be a beautiful, stupid,
I'm so excited.
magical love letter to somebody that I adore.
Yes. And I'm surprised it's your debut. As a baby, it's like I just came into this world and I assumed that you were just
I've been talking about it for so
Yeah. And I'm like, wait,
long.
Mimi has not done a drag performance yet.
I know. The
So-
closest thing I did, I've talked about it, was when I worked at Uber and we were like, the employees were the talent for the holiday party.
I heard this on your pod.
Yes. And so
Mhm.
I did Danny Lay's My Little Baby.
Yeah.
In like a pink jumpsuit with a ponytail.
Yes.
And my fanny pack full of fake money.
Yes.
That
We
I
call
threw
that,
in the air.
I feel like I call that like a soft opening.
Yes, it was a soft launch.
A soft launch.
But it's not my debut.
Yes.
Yes, that was the dress rehearsal. And thank you, Fluid 510. You're not the sponsor today, but you're an ongoing sponsor.
Sponsor in our
So
hearts.
thank you, Fluid 510. Ooh, last but not least. Oh, look at that. Another alarm. So many alarms going off. Stop it. You're not. Shush. We run this Oaklash fundraiser block party that I am so honored to be helping out with the volunteers again for this event.
Heck yeah.
Next Friday the 9th.
I'm not sure the date on that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Saturday is
7,
the 9th, so
8.
Friday is the 8th.
Yes. Next weekend, you know what? It's here.
There's a
Here's
lot
the
going
flyer. Here's the flyer. It's right here. This is the information. Go to my Instagram. Please, if you want to help volunteer, we're taking volunteer signups. Come work with me. You'll have a lot of fun. I promise. And if not, just come to the block party. Come party. You can go to Bedwig, but you have to come to the party first before you can go to Bedwig.
We would love to see you. Yes, you. We're talking to you.
You. Hey,
You.
hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey. How was that for you?
It was fabulous. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I was gentle with you.
Okay, next time.
No, not too H word.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it was really relaxed. Really relaxed.
I think it's because my mother's like close distance.
We're being good thems today.
Yes. All right, sweets. I love you so much.
Let me finish my undisclosed non-sponsored drink before I get out of here.
Cheers.
No waste. Oh, I just chugged the rest.
Glug, 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 glug. That's our sign off. Glug, 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 glug.
Not too H word now.
Bye.
MeMeCherry.